Many soils in Central Asia are degraded and little attention is given to maintaining or improving soil fertility. The common practice of burning leaves or other vegetative material contributes to air pollution and depletion of soil organic material. On the other hand, the production and application of high-quality compost can help to restore soil fertility and productivity. Apart from containing many nutrients, compost supports the creation of a favorable soil structure which enhances water infiltration and retention. The production of high-quality compost is easy if the following factors are considered: appropriate materials for composting, surface area and aeration, moisture, temperature, placement of the compost heap. Different organic materials greatly vary in terms of their nutrient content. Carbon and nitrogen are the two fundamental elements in composting. Dry plant residues are generally rich in carbon. Green plant residues and animal manure count with high nitrogen content. To support a smooth decomposition process, the compost heap should contain a balanced mixture of both types of materials. It is useful to integrate some sticks and branches into the compost pile so that enough air can enter. The quality of the compost can be further enriched through addition of organic kitchen waste and ash from firewood or dried animal dung. Eggshells can either be used as complementary chicken feed or also added to the composting material. The application of plastic trash, glass stretch or batteries should be strictly avoided in order to prevent contamination. Decomposition by microorganisms takes place when the surface particles are in contact with air. Increasing the surface area of the compost material can be done by chopping, moving or breaking up the material. This contributes to speed up the decomposition process. Microorganisms can digest more material, multiply faster and generate more heat. During the decomposition process, oxygen is consumed by the microorganisms and needs to be replaced. Turning the compost pile with a pitchfork or shovel increases the oxygen content and also brings newly added material in contact with microbes. To assure high microbial activity, the compost heap should have a moisture content of 40 to 60%. If the moisture content exceeds 60%, aeration is reduced, nutrients are leached out, decomposition slows down, and bad smell from anaerobic decomposition is emitted. The squeeze test is a good way to determine the moisture content of the composting materials. Squeezing a handful of material should have the moisture content of a well-wrung sponge. A pile that is too wet can be turned or can be corrected by adding dry materials. If parts of the compost pile are too dry, some water needs to be added. During the decomposition process, microorganisms generate heat as they decompose organic material. A compost pile with temperatures between 32 and 60 degrees Celsius is composting efficiently. Temperatures higher than 60 degrees inhibit the activity of many of the most important and active organisms in the pile. In winter cold areas, such as in Kyrgyzstan, the process will inevitably slow down. However, covering the compost heap with a thick insulation layer can help to extend the period of high decomposition activity. Especially with regard to moisture and temperature regulation, The most suitable location for a compost heap is in half-shade location, for example under a tree. Burying the compost heap underground is not advantageous. Composting is an excellent way to avoid wasting useful natural resources, while at the same time producing a high quality and inexpensive substrate for soil improvement. It's time to make a better use of this resource.